Hey, I'm reading Harriet the Spy at the moment. This is not a little update on that, but it is a reflection on just a little moment where Harriet is in. Uh, she's had her notebook taken away from her, and she kind of loses herself. She has trouble thinking without her notebook, without being able to write things down. And indeed, she really goes to kind of a nasty and dark part of herself. And, I've been thinking about Harriet in relation to myself, not surprisingly. Um, and this kind of ever-expanding project I seem to be on, this trip, this voyage, this way of living. Um, and, I started a booktube channel a while ago now, a couple of years, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be a couple of years probably, into next year maybe. Or maybe two, I don't know. Time is relative. Lunchtime doubly, so. But, I was thinking that I've been really finding this a really good outlet for myself, something I kind of needed, and I guess I really needed it around March. Not surprisingly, kind of starting around kind of when the pandemic started really ramping up, but I don't know how much of it was the pandemic and how much of it was how much I was struggling to be able to kind of be on regular booktube, and that it was being kind of the public facing part of it was fulfilling a need, but that I was needing more. I was needing more, and I stumbled on, like, okay, I'll make another channel. It's a private channel, kind of quasi-private channel. I don't know why it's important for me to publicly put these out. Anyone could stumble upon them. But I needed somewhere where I could basically just have kind of just an unexpurgated journal. Something where I could just put out as many videos as I wanted in a day. I could talk about whatever I was reading in whatever detail I wanted, whatever mind-numbingly boring way. And I could just, another feature of it, that definitely is probably now the biggest thing, is these dark videos at the end of the day where I just sort of chat about how I'm feeling, what my day is like. And this is kind of my notebook. This is my Harriet's got her notebook where she writes down all her feelings and thoughts. Mine are a little less ragey and attacky. I'm mostly reflecting upon myself, but it's somewhere where I can do my thinking in a way that I used to do by writing stuff down, but I'm slowly, I still write, but I find for this kind of just working out how I'm feeling about stuff, where I am in my day, this is it. And I do feel like I'm a Harriet that way, Harriet the Spy. Working out my shit in these dark videos. I call them dark videos just because I do them at night in my backyard, or in this case on my deck. This really shows, because like I take the excuse of taking the dogs out at night to go to the washroom, and now I'm down to one dog, and that one dog went to the vets today, and had to get sedated because they needed to trim her ears because she turned out to have ear infections, and we just got her completely trimmed, and she is still sleeping off the sedative. Has been out for the night, but I still need to go out, so I'm still in the backyard, whether the dogs are here or not, to record my thoughts. Hopefully this isn't getting in the way of my life. Hopefully I've been able to slot it in places where it's not consuming my life. I'm not neglecting the ones I love, Aja and Jackie. But there's this obsessive part of me that just really needs to get stuff out, whether it's writing, whether it's making these little video podcast blogs, just, they're audio, but I'm looking at a camera. Sometimes I have my eyes shut and I'm talking, and sometimes that's the way to go. It's dark, I've got my eyes shut and I'm just chatting, talking about my day. I'm really enjoying Harriet the Spy, I guess is another thing to say. It's like, wow, this was a book that obviously had a lot of reverberations in my life. And it's funny because I don't know, reading as a kid, I may have taken the wrong lessons from it. I don't know. I'm going to have to keep on going reading it and see and think about that. What happens if you miss the point of a book and you based your entire life on it? That would be embarrassing, but also be good to know, figure out. I'm only halfway through. Okay, more videos later.